Hello, welcome to my channel. In this episode, I will be reviewing an African violet called Lyon's Spectacular. It was hybridized by Sydney Sorano at Lyon greenhouses and registered with the African Violet Society of America in 1995 under the registration number 8255. I received this plant in a baby bundle from Woodland Blooms in September 2019, together with two other varieties that I wanted to add to my collection: Jolly Fairy and Pastel Princess. So here they are together, all three of them. And Pastel Princess already has its own feature on my channel in case you want to check it out. And Jolly Fairy just started blooming, and I'm looking forward to seeing more blooms on it, and then I will make a video feature for it as well, so stay tuned for that. But today we will be talking about Lyon's Spectacular. Lyon Spectacular is a large standard variety with medium green plain foliage. Whereas regular standards range from 8 to 16 inches in diameter across a single crown, large standards range from 16 inches and larger in diameter when they fully mature. This is still a very young plant, and so far it has reached only 7 inches across the rosette. It is now growing in a 3-inch pot. Normally I would wait till the plant grows up a little bit more to make a video review. But when I saw the first blooms on this plant, I just couldn't wait and wanted to show you the blooming potential of this variety at such a young age. These are the blooms that it has produced so far. And these are just the very first blossoms. Lyon's Spectacular blooms are described as semi-double, white, large frilled stars with blue eye shading and blue edge. The color of the blooms reminds me of the blue and white ceramic that is so popular in different cultures. For example, in the Dutch ceramic art, white and blue colors are very popular. And this is a little windmill souvenir that I got from a friend from the Netherlands, and look how much it resembles the blooms, or the blooms resemble the blue and white ceramics. That's why I like it so much. The fully open blooms reach about 2.5 inches in diameter. And in comparison to a dime coin, this is what they look like. So these are very, very large blooms. They're so large that they weigh heavily on the bloom stalks. And whereas the younger blooms, they stand tall above the rosette on the bloom stalk, the older blooms, they're kind of looking down already, because it's not because they're old, but because they're so heavy and they're so large. Look at this beauty. I've never seen the bloom characteristics on African violets exactly like this. Look at this bloom. This was the very first bloom, and unfortunately it is looking down at this point, but it's still a very, very young, fresh bloom. It's just very, very large. And here you can compare it to my hand. to the size of my hand. Look at the ruffles and the shading inside, and the edging, the ruffled blue edging on the white petals. It's truly a sight to see. I'm very lucky that I have this variety in my collection. It is growing under a combination of LED and natural light on my west-facing window, with temperatures in the range of 65 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit and the humidity levels around 50%. I keep all of my plant stands under a fan running 24/7, especially when I run the humidifier to increase the humidity levels or to maintain them at around 50%. The fan helps keep the air moving and protects my plants from powdery mildew. I grow this plant on a wick with a very weak dosage of fertilizer, and currently I'm using this fertilizer here. It's called Dynagrow liquid plant food, and the ratio of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium in it is 7:9:5, and I only add 1/8 of a teaspoon per gallon of regular tap water, that is at room temperature, in the winter time. So here it is again, Lyon Spectacular by Sydney Sorano at Lyon Greenhouses. I hope you enjoyed it. I love this variety very much. For those of you who like bicolor varieties with two different colors on them, this is certainly a hybrid to own and to enjoy in your collection. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video and would like to stay tuned for my future reviews, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again on the next episode of my African Violet adventures.